Yeah, that's basically how I look when I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm obsessed with the new song TROLLZ by Nicki Minaj and Tekashi 6ix9ine. You can fight me over it later outside if you want to, but I love this song. Listen, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If there's one thing that I am not a hater. Okay? And that goes twofold when it comes to music. I've already been through that whole period in my life where I was kind of a music snob. I basically considered most music outside of the genre of rock to be not real music, and this was heavily influenced by the viewpoints of a friend at the time, ex-friend now. And I realized after I stopped being friends with this person that that is just not the type of person that I am. That's not the type of energy that I like to harbor, especially when it comes to something as fun and as escapist as music. I think that certain genres and certain types of music serve different purposes in your life. Because of that, it's not really fair to compare like the intricate chordal progressions of, I don't know, a neo-metal rock song to a trap song that is basically someone rapping over the same 10-second beat for a 3-minute song. Like, to me, those two things are apples and oranges, and why would you want to compare it in that way anyway, where you're like rating things on a scale and giving a score to a song based on how high it scores on whatever criteria that you have in your head? I don't like, to me personally, that defeats the entire purpose of enjoying music. I like music that makes me feel good, that's catchy and empowering. If it makes me feel like a gangster, like I can handle anything that's thrown in my way throughout the day, then why would I not listen to it? Why would I not soak up as much of that positivity as I can? So yeah, because of that, I don't believe in trashing or putting down people's work just because you don't respect the artist, or honestly, in most cases, I think that people are just bitter that a lot of these younger artists in Generation Z coming up, you know, the 18-year-olds, the 22, 24-year-olds, they're coming out with banger hits that are getting like major unseen before airplay and views on all streaming platforms. So I think most people who are overly critical and negative about it, who are older, maybe you need to do some self-reflection to figure out why you feel the need to tear down the work of a kid that's like half your age or at least 10 years younger than you. Anyway, that's the end of my sermon. I absolutely love this new single, TROLLZ. I think that they executed everything to perfection, really. The audio, the tempo, the flow, and of course anything with Nicki Minaj on it. You know that she's not coming to play with the visuals at all. I also kind of love the fact that they pretty much filmed this entire video in 6ix9ine's guest room because he's still on house arrest. I mean, like I was saying before, you can't really hate because it's like he obviously does not give an F. He's still out here living his best life even on house arrest. He's making bangers that has like hundreds of millions of views by now from his guest room. What have you done lately this summer? Okay, that's all I have to say. So let's jump into this bright green eye look that Nicki is rocking in this music video. I'm going to be using my Revolution X Alexis Stone Instinct palette. This is only the third time that I've pulled out this palette, and to be honest, I'm a little terrified. The last two times that I attempted to use this, it really burned my eyes. So I think that this formula just doesn't agree with my eyes, or I'm allergic to something in it. This is a pressed pigment palette too, so it's technically not even eye safe, but I think I'll be okay for tonight because I'm not going to be leaving this look on for several hours or anything like that. I'm literally just going to film this video and then wipe everything off and go to sleep. So fingers crossed that I don't turn blind tonight. Oh yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, but I tried to find like the most 6ix9ine looking rainbow thing in my closet. Yeah, this top is the closest thing to a rainbow that I own. Hopefully it suffices to fit the whole aesthetic. We will just have to wait and see until everything is on my lids. So I'm priming my eyes with the P. Louise Rumor Base in 0. I'm just gonna do my left eye first. Even though green is a color that I usually don't have any problem getting it to show up on my lids, even with a regular old nude base, I just wanted to use white today to make sure that it really pops. Okay, so looking at her entire lid, I can tell that underneath the green, she does have some sort of a brownish matte transition color. So I'm going to actually pull out some of my Lethal Cosmetics shadows, and I'm going to lay down first this warmer caramel light brown color, and then layer on top of that this taupey brown with more gray undertones. Sorry, I don't know the shade names and I can't really check because these shadows are kind of hard to get out of this palette. But yeah, I'm just gonna lay that like up high. Just like that. Just like that over the top half of my eye. And then layering over with the cool brown. Okay, and then for the greens, I think the construction of this look should be fairly simple actually. It looks like it's only 2 shades, maybe 3 max. So looking at the outer corner of Nicki's lids, I'm thinking that probably this color would work the best. So going by the numbering system on the back, this is shade number 27. See, it's like right there. 27. That is actually a tad darker than I was expecting. So I'm going to try to lighten it up with this lighter shade of green up here, number 13. The greens in this row have like all really beautiful emerald looking qualities to it. Like they're not just some regular old primary greens, that's for sure. Okay, actually never mind. 13 was too blue, so I just switched to number 20 instead. This one. Sorry, I didn't really plan this look out ahead of time. I just wanted to come on here quickly and experiment. Okay, and then for the lime green shimmer on the inner half of her lid, like the cut crease looking part, that should be relatively straightforward. I am going in with another lethal shadow. This one is called Vertex. And I'm just gonna take my finger and pat it on. Just for the sake of thoroughness though, let's add another layer with a brush. Okay, and then I'm going to attempt that really thick liner, that thick sweeped out cat eye that Nicki is known for. This is the RMK Ingenious Liquid Eyeliner, by the way, in 01 Black. I am highly confident that I'm the only person on this platform using RMK products for a Nicki Minaj makeup look. Guarantee it. Ooh, yes! That came out exactly the way I wanted it to, actually. I feel like me and Nicki have, we don't have a similar eye type or anything, but I feel like the angle of our eyes are kind of similar, so that's why this thick angular eyeliner thing is relatively easy for me to do compared to some of the other people that I watched who tried to do tutorials on this look. Some of them expressed how it was difficult to imitate the thick winged liner that Nicki had on their own eye shape. Okay, I'm gonna do my other eye and lashes off camera. For lashes today, I'm using my Shu Uemura falsies in Natural Volume, number 01. They're crooked because I already used them once. Yeah, these should add even more of a dramatic flair. Alright, so my eyes are done. I have my lashes on, and as you can see, I already cleaned up like around the eyes with foundation, did some light contouring, and added some blush. This is actually a little sneak preview of the RMK Ukiyo Modern blush in number 2, Mao. So that's what it actually looks like when it's blended out on my cheeks. Yeah, I actually think it came out looking pretty close to her eyeshadow in the video. I did notice that she had some white, I don't think it was eyeshadow, but definitely like a sheer white glow coming from her inner corner, so it might have been maybe her makeup artist just took whatever highlighter that she used on her that day and put it in her inner corner. But yeah, in order to sort of recreate that, I added a little bit of this white and this beige shimmer up here. I kind of mixed them together. Okay, I'm gonna try and see if I can pull this one out. So the whitish gold looking one is called Serene, and the beigey gold is called Nymph. So now the only thing that's missing is lips. Nicki is pretty well known, I think, for usually sticking to just really natural, like semi-sheer glossy lips. More often than not, I always see her lips in just a really sheer nudie pink color. It's always a my lips but better glossy situation, which I think not only does it look great on her, it's also a very timeless lip look. So for this video in particular, it looks like she has somewhat of a violet tint to her lips almost, and I think I might actually have the perfect lip product to pull off that very same effect. So I'm going to go in with my Opera Tint Oil Rouge. This is in number 104 Clear Amethyst. Watch this. I'm gonna make my lips look exactly like Nicki's. Is that not a dead ringer for what she has on her lips? Okay, let's try it out. I mean, that's perfect. More than perfect, actually. Alright, so that is the finished look, you guys. I don't know what I should do. Should I start twerking now? I feel kind of naked because I am. Should I get Maxine to come twerk on camera? Speaking of Maxine, did you catch the kittens that Tekashi 69 was playing with in the video? I thought that was so hilarious and just like not skipping a beat as far as the whole Trolls theme, because apparently Snoop Dogg told 69 to go play with kittens as some sort of diss, I guess. So that's exactly what he did in this video. 6ix9ine had me high-key cracking up in this video. Like, I'm just gonna say, he was so funny. I don't know if he intends to do it or not, but it was so funny. Both of them. Like, it was obvious that him and Nicki were just having such a good time making the video and the song. I also got to wondering, just from some of the things that I saw in the video. First, he had the red braided lace front, and then he did that little strut. His delivery too, it was more like soft and sultry this time, and he was kind of moving like this. I don't know, like he was very, he just seemed very in touch with his feminine side in this video, which I totally rock with. I don't know if he was trying to tell us something, like is he fluid in certain ways? I mean, it's none of our business either way, but I just feel like with the rainbows and the hair weaves and the whole mannerisms, like to me, he was just very comfortable demonstrating his feminine, nurturing side. I think that's great, especially for a mainstream rapper to be comfortable like that, even if it's just for aesthetic, you know? Alright, well I was gonna make Maxine come up here and twerk with me, but she's like fast asleep right now, and I would feel bad about waking her up for that purpose alone. So I think I'll leave it with you guys right here. Maybe we'll watch a few clips of Trolls first. Yeah, let's do that. Oh yeah, and I love the little shark in the beginning. I know that they came out with a lot of merch, like clothes and stuff that sold out really quickly, but I personally would have really enjoyed if they put out like a shark plushie. I might have bought one of those if they actually put it out, because I love pillows and plush toys of any variety. I mean, case in point.
I know you don't like me, you wanna fight me, you don't want no problems at your party, don't invite me. Flaw shining in the Rolls Royce, it got rag bucks. Wait, hold up, nah, I still don't give a fuck. Vroom, vroom, G5, vroom, vroom, we high. You the type of nigga that I never wanna be like. You the type of bitch that will never get a reply. High hater, bye hater, vroom.
I know you don't like me, you wanna fight me. Always on my page, never double tap like me. We sippin' on that ace, itty bitty waist, pretty face. Me, I'm still
yeah, that's basically how I look when I'm sitting on the toilet.
My flow still sick, I ain't talking the pandemic. When I come out, it's a sweet bitches start my shit.